Hello, everybody. We are live, and I'm going to go get my Zoom, my YouTube URL and put that on the Facebook. And hope you're doing well today. Continue to YouTube. So we are definitely live today, and it's Wednesday. And last night I got to spend time with my beautiful girlfriend in the other side of the world. Right. So that's me getting YouTube going here, and YouTube is really a beautiful um, space. I got kicked off of the other one. What was that? What do they call the other one? There was not Vista, but anyways, the other platform that I loved that did all the YouTube similar items and everything like that. Somebody can call in and tell me about that, but what that name was. But that one was Vimeo, and there it is, Vimeo. They took down like 3 or 4 thousand videos of mine and never gave them back to me. I mean, it was just really horrible for playing my father's music. On my father's uh, birthday video I made, posted obla di obla da, and I did it 3 times, and they completely flamme la bouche me. I mean, they totally took me off, and I lost like my Miguel Ruiz interview, and I can't find that, and it just was amazing. But welcome to Weeds Day today. It's a great day to have a show and to come back from visiting beautiful people like my girlfriend. And hello, Miha. And that's all I know is we're going to end Prohibition together. I'm getting ready to do my Amy Pova man, woman, man, woman, man, woman of the OGs for this summer's issue with Chronic Magazine. I'm really excited about that. But in the meantime, I'm going to share with you my intro here. And let's go with my intro here. Let's go. Um, let's see. Intro. Let's go here to get you all excited about the happenings in the marijuana world. Okay, so we're going to go boom and okay, so here we go. We are going to power up. I'm trying to learn StreamYard, so when I play a video, it doesn't get all messed up. So, and without sound, I was streaming my movie last week and it didn't get any sound, but I corrected it with a beautiful recording. So let's go here and record this. I reminded myself. So everybody,
recording in progress.
Hemp Hemp Parade, that's 3 for weed. That's our new peace sign. I'm on my way to the country fair. It seems like I never stop, but it's really beautiful to be part of the solution. And let's see if my movie is ready, and we will give you a movie here. Intro. Here we go.
With love, where there might have been fear, and knowing that we are always in the center with our power of creation, ready to create the next thing together. And with that, we look to all the directions with gratitude and sharing our spirit for whatever is needed for the whole. We look to Mother Earth, say thank you. To Father Sky, say thank you.
Like 16 now.
To the north, say thank you. To the west, say thank you. To the south, say thank you.
Friends.
To the east, say thank you. To all that we are and all that we are part of. Aho.
Thank you so much. Thank you all. It's been another beautiful day, and I feel so grateful.
Namaste all.
Namaste.
Richard DeLisi, a former 420 Hi everybody, it's Jeff Eichen, and Edwin and other prisoners are still in jail. We have to do the concert and stop the oligarchies from fucking things up. Hi everybody, it's Jeff here at the Oakland Coliseum, and we're doing a walkthrough with Gretchen today, and it's going to be great to have a concert for the prisoners, 420 Relief, and we're really excited that we're part of this movement to help prisoners come home for marijuana. Thank you all for joining us and supporting us. We'd love your sponsorship. Oh yeah. It's going to cost us a pretty penny to get this, but we'll make it at the door. And everybody, we're talking to Gretchen right now, and we're not closing the deal. We're making sure that this is what we want. Okay, so hemp and puree, and that's all I know. And this one's for you, Jack. We're going to help to end prohibition and bring the prisoners home. We're going to the country fair. George Braddock, we miss you. We love you. Thanks for being a brave soul. All the musicians that have left the planet, we love you and we miss you. Em, we miss you. We love you. Thank you for all your real. And yes, let's end prohibition now. Talk to Edwin.
President Trump, please release and pardon Edwin Rubis. He is still in prison for a non-vi cannabis crime.
27 down, pain all around. Mama cried alone when they dragged me out of town. Cold nights in the cell, all I heard was them sounds. Lost years, lost blood, still I never back down. Not a snitch, never will be, that's facts. Buried all my pain, carry scars on my back. Lying down, but my soul's still free. Can't chain a real one, that's the legacy.
Prisoners, free the planet, free yourself.
We published in Chronic Magazine this last issue, and that's the OG of the month. And next we have Amy Pova of Can Do Clemency. She's doing a great job to help everybody come home. And welcome guest star Lawrence Cherniak of the Hash Bible, infamous and beautiful. It's all about legacy. I call the people in the industry that are activists and tireless OGs. It's a noun, OG. One involved with like-minded others that provide a level of organization and resources that support much larger and more complex transactions than an individual could achieve. We, OGs, a real gangster, is someone who stands up for what we believe in, who fights for what they want, who works relentlessly to reach their goals. A real gangster works with a team to create a network. Some call this organized crime. I call it being a real OG. The real crime is sitting down and standing back and not letting others dictate your world. Let's stand up together and let's grid out the world, because the world we see is a world of equality, prosperity, and connectivity. OGs rise up to the occasion of being the change. If I can hear with WEEDSDAYS.
Cannabis is the greatest plant
on this earth. And it should be used properly. And don't believe all that negative propaganda that has been forced upon us over the last 100 years or so.
That was Rick Simpson, everybody.
Happy Parade.
So we went from 318 to
This is
319
Tommy Chung for Lifers Madness.
episode. It goes like that. You can go to icanimagine.com and see my movie. Classic. I just rewatched it and played a little bit of it last. Good afternoon, everybody. Is this thing on? Tap, tap, tap.
Free the prisoners, free the plant, free the planet, free yourself.
So, Hemp Hooray, everybody.
Say thank you.
Hey.
To the West, say thank you.
What?
To the South, say thank you. To the East, say thank you. To all that we are and all that we are part of. Aho.
The North, South, East, and
Thank you so much. Thank you all. It's been another beautiful day. And I feel so grateful.
Namaste all.
Namaste.
Namaste.
That's it. The North, South, East, and West, we give thanks for them. We give thanks for you. And we're here to devote our time, our energy, and our life to bringing home the 420 POWs. I mean, come on. There's people in jail for a plant that's nearly free right now. I mean, it's just unbelievable that we have to settle for anything less than freedom and prohibition. I mean, we want to make hemp homes, we want to make hempcrete, we want to make CBDA juice like Chris from Juice Tiva, and they're sponsoring us, and Lawrence Cherniak. Let's see where Lawrence is. Let's see if we can get Lawrence on the line. So Lawrence, I'm opening up my messages here and texting Lawrence. But in the meantime, tell me what you think we should do to bring more prisoners home. I'm going to be having a new 420 OG of the Month interview with Amy Pova. She's got a great story, and you're going to love that. I love our Canna moms and our women in cannabis. It's just unbelievably beautiful that that's happening. And they win all the awards anyways. When we go to a cannabis cup, they win the best gummy bears, the best, indoor, outdoor. I mean, the women are rocking as green thumbers, so that's super cool. Let's see if I can get Lawrence here. Boom. LAUR Lawrence. Let's see. Okay, so it was really fun getting on the ferry this morning and jamming back here, but I jammed to the ferry and it was an hour late. They had canceled due to tidal to the tides, and so it's all good. I'm getting ready to go to the Oregon Country Fair, everybody. That's going to be great. I don't have my book to show you, but I threw a book up and from all the peace signs. So now I'm trying to think, what is my angle this year? Because every year I do something else. I do hands, I do glasses, I do beards. Somebody said my husband's a beardo, and so that was really cool. But if you have any stories about about your loved ones that are in jail, why don't you step on in if you're just passing by? Let's see if I can type in the URL here. So if I go command, and I'm going to help you out, everybody, here. And we're going to go. So if I go command A and I go in here and post a little 18, there we go. So let's see if we can do that. So it's Zoom. So here is the, here, I'll put it right here on where it says yes. The Zoom meeting is, let's move the yes over a little bit. There we go. So the Zoom meeting is, it's zoom.us/683-234-5966. So I think you can just put in Zoom when you click on Zoom and it asks you for a meeting ID. It's 683-234-5966, and that'll get you in. That's the meeting ID. It says here meeting ID is 683234, but I like the 5966 at the end of there. And then it says POW. It's 420 POW. 420 POW. That'll get you in. That's the password. So don't abuse my password. Don't come in with crap, come in with good things to share. And I look forward to having more people in today. I've navigated a couple of shows here by myself recently, and let's see if there's any marijuana news. Let's go to the Canna news and see if there's any marijuana moments that we can share with you all. It's an amazing day in the neighborhood. DEA, let's see, inviting only marijuana opponents to participate in rescheduling hearing as actually an encouraging sign for supporters. What? This may be an encouraging sign for those advocating for the rescheduling of cannabis. What is that all about? Let's click on that and see what we have here, because we've already rescheduled it. Okay, so it says here, let's see what date that is. That's July 1, so it's right now. It says on Monday, the Drug Enforcement Administration, DEA, began hearings concerning the potential rescheduling of cannabis from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3 under the Controlled Substance Act of 1970. Who was in charge during 1970 that did that Schedule 1 bullshit? They got all of our people in jail for that long, or forever, okay? And so the list of participants invited to speak to this hearing and have expressed opposition to rescheduling. Indeed, not a single supporter of rescheduling who sought to participate has been invited. This has surprisingly been met with skepticism, to put it mildly, from many in the industry. But there's another way to think of it. Look at DEA's approach to selection of the participants. This may be encouraging for the sign of those advocating for the rescheduling of cannabis in a way that will survive the inevitable illegal challenges that would follow rescheduling. As an initial matter, it's worth mentioning that this hearing does not concern the rescheduling of Food and Drug Administration. The FDA approved products containing cannabis or medical cannabis products that were rescheduled to 3 pursuant to the Department of Justice April 26 order, rather than the present hearing concerns on rescheduling of all cannabis products that currently remain under Schedule 1. So let's see. In other words, the outcome of this hearing will have no direct effect on the cannabis products that have already been scheduled to Schedule 3. A separate action in itself is being challenged by the opponents in court for the purpose of hearing that started on June 29th. DEA is the party advocating in support of rescheduling, and it bears the burden of providing rescheduling is warranted by the preponderance of the evidence. We have some indication from DEA how it plans to try to carry its burden. First, while DEA is listed as a pharmacologist who submitted the report linking cannabis to psychosis and congenitive harm as witness of the 2024 rescheduling hearing, has indicated that it will not be calling this pharmacologist at the June 29th hearing, and also that opponents of rescheduling would need to try to subpoena her to compel her testimony. Seemed a little fishy to me. Jeff Eichen here at WEEDSDAY episode 319, so I'm excited. Second, on June 26, DEA revealed the witness that it will be calling to support scheduling. A physician will testify as to the medical benefits of cannabis, and the FDA's official will explain how FDA developed its recommendations to move cannabis to Schedule 3. The other witness permitted testify evidence the June 29th hearing all expressed their opposition of rescheduling to have already sued the DEA over its rescheduling of medical cannabis. DEA probably expects these groups and individuals to sue again, challenging any rescheduling of adult use cannabis. So inviting them to be heard at the hearing, DEA may be preserving the defensibility of the administrative process before making any final decisions. Very interesting, right? And so while it's yet to be seen whether this plan will be successful or not, uncommon in regulatory rulemaking and also is a common strategy by judges in the court, better protect their decisions on appeal. Under DEA regulations, only interested persons defined as those adversely affected or aggrieved by any rule or proposed rule issuable are required to allow to speak at the rulemaking hearing. In fact, this is the exact basis DEA has cited in the rejection letters to proponents of rescheduling who wish to speak, because pending proposed rule would reschedule cannabis to Schedule 3. DEA has determined that the proponents of rescheduling, those are the ones for it, for rescheduling, do not qualify as interested persons and therefore not entitled to speak. So what the heck? Skeptics have pointed out that DEA previously permitted proponents of rescheduling to speak at the 2024 administrative hearing regarding potential of course, many proponents of rescheduling thought that the hearing was going to result in rescheduling recommendation, even when the proponent participation. So it's hard to understand why proponents think this time it could turn out any worse. Further, the current, let's see here, I gotta pop down. Come on. Further, oh, come on, pop down. Pop down is messing with me. Hearing the further, the current hearings appears to be applying a different framework for determining whether participation is appropriate, adhering strictly to the definition of interested person. While this may be alarming to those unfamiliar with the regulatory proceedings, it is not necessarily indicative of any particular outcome. Indeed, this is entirely consistent with the agency seeking to protect its process from later legal challenges. And while some may be concerned that the absence of the proponent testimony means the regulatory record supporting decisions to reschedule will be absent, the Department of Health and Human Services and DEA's own analysis, the public comments, many of which were submitted by the proponents seeking to speak, are all part of the administrative record if DEA ultimately decides to recommend rescheduling. Well, I'm reading this as of today, and my recollection is that it's already been done. So I'm not sure exactly what they're talking about here, but let me read further. Maybe we'll figure this out. So, and that existing record will be supplemented by testimony of DEAs who pro-scheduling witnesses. Because the standard of judicial review for such rulemaking is whether the agency's decision was arbitrary, capricious, in being extraordinary, accommodating, rescheduling opponents, DEA can later demonstrate that it considered all opposition and still found rescheduling to be warranted. That's a good thing. I'm digging that. And so now we're, on the other hand, if DEA granted supporters speaking rights as interested persons despite not meeting the definition of interested persons under the DEA regulations, that would be providing rescheduling opponents a potential basis to challenge rescheduling decision. Finally, it is worth noting that the outcome of the hearing will be at most recommendation to the DEA administration regarding whether to move cannabis from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3. So this is actually, this news here is saying that it hasn't been moved yet. It's still Schedule 1. The DEA can accept or reject that recommendation, and the Attorney General of the United States could make the ultimate decision whether to reschedule cannabis. So both are political and legal components to rescheduling process. Given the history of the court challenges, including the pending challenges to the rescheduling of medical cannabis, DEA may be structuring the hearing to best withstand the inevitable legal challenges if the administration, the laws, judges' recommendation it to move from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3. So that's from Marijuana Moment, made possible from readers. So that's amazing. That's just freaking amazing that we have to deal still with everything that I just read to you. So Marijuana Moment, thank you for an incredible moment. And I'll come back here. Let's see if I can come back here. Here I am. So I just read a Marijuana Moment about rescheduling. I thought it was rescheduled. I don't know what exactly I read, but maybe that's a stoner dude, me, telling you that it's what it is. So I'm really excited to go visit with Edwin. Edwin is an incredible soul, an incredible person. And let's see if I have a video to show you from Edwin. So let's go share video file. Share a video file. Let's see if I can find an Edwin for you. Okay, here's an Edwin movie, just a small one.
What if you were arrested based on the word of mouth? What if you weren't caught with any drugs, money, or guns and was sentenced to 40 years in federal prison? How would you react? How would you feel? Read my story. Learn that what happened to me can happen to anyone.
President Trump, find it in your heart to pardon me and send me home. Man. Amazing, right? Y'all. I think I have one more video from Edwin for y'all. Ba-na-na. Ba-na-na. Let's see what this one is.
What if you were arrested based on the word of mouth? What if you weren't caught with any drugs, money, or guns and was sentenced to 40 years in federal prison? How would you react? How would you feel? Read my story. Learn that what happened to me can happen to anyone.
These are some of the videos that I made for Edwin. See if I can find one more.
Mi nombre es María Alicia Rivas.
That's Edwin's mother.
Edwin Rubis está sirviendo por marihuana por 40 años. Mi hijo, cuando era niño, él era un muchacho bien inteligente, pero la gran desgracia fue que se juntó con malas personas y ahora lamentamos tanto.
My name is Nick. My father is Edwin Rubis. He's been incarcerated since I was 5 for a nonviolent cannabis charge.
He said, my father, Edwin Rubis. Edwin's been in
It's
almost
very
28
painful
years.
to experience. It's such a grave injustice of our judicial system that he is sentenced away for such a long time for such a, to me, almost a meaningless offense. I can't wrap my mind around it, how anybody could willingly sentence Edwin to such a harsh, unnecessary sentence. Having a relationship is very difficult. Phone calls are limited to about 15 minutes. It's really not enough to, to talk and to maintain a proper relationship as a father and son should have.
So he gets
I was so young that I
to
do not have a
visit his
memory of
father.
ever seeing Edwin. I never had a father figure, I never had a male figure. I wanted that. I wanted some sort of guidance through life, and I just never received it.
Es muy difícil tener un hijo encarcelado porque uno sufre mucho. Oh, lo más difícil del mundo, hija, lo más difícil. Tuve un infarto en el corazón por la situación de que eso no lo esperaba nunca.
He is a very compassionate, loving person. His personality is amazing. The most kind person I think I've ever spoken to. Nobody deserves to really go through that. Everyone needs a mother and a father. And to have Edwin ripped away from me at such a young age, I felt like I missed out on life. I couldn't tell anybody, where my father was. People ask, Nick, where's your father? Where's your dad? Well, I say he's away, or he has a job out of state or something like that. But I'm still saddened by it now. I look back at it, and it's I feel like everyone deserves to have a father.
Yo miré a mi hijo hace 7 años y no puedo irlo a ver porque se me hace
This
difícil
video is
por la
a
edad
couple
que
years old,
tengo,
so it's
porque yo
been
estoy
almost 10 years
retirada
since she's
y
seen her
ya
son.
no trabajo. Y entonces con lo que puedo yo le ayudo a él.
Not only did they sentence my father to prison, they sentenced my mother and I without my dad. Him not being there affected my family and is going to affect my family until he's released.
Él está sufriendo y yo también. Y deseo que él salga algún día para verlo por última vez.
It angers me because as the legalization push goes forward and more states are legalizing and decriminalizing, my father's still stuck in jail for what happened, which was ultimately a non-violent offense.
Nunca tengo la esperanza que él va a salir. Entonces yo por eso le pido a Dios que me ayude a que él salga pronto antes de que yo fallezca. Yo le pido al presidente que le dé clemencia a mi hijo de poder estar conmigo.
Really, I would love for him to just be a part of my life again. I want him to sort of be there for me, for my son. I want us to take trips. I want us to explore the country. I want him to experience what life is like outside of a jail cell for the first time in a very long time. Please grant Edwin Rubis, my father, clemency. He's served his debt to society. Please let him come home.
We need a full pardon,
Ya
everybody.
le tengo su cuarto listo ya para que cuando él entre por esa puerta sea feliz.
And we're also raising money for their lawyers through doing the concert. So actually, you can go to my site, everybody. Let's get rid of this here. Let's go to my site here. Let me put that up for you. So we'll go here and we'll go and put my site up there. ReliefFoundation.net, and there's a hyphen in between relief and foundation. So there's two F's and the hyphen in between them, and just freaking do it. Send us some dough, and we'll help to get the concert going. And there'll be a link there for Edwin's GoFundMe and ReliefFoundation.net. Okay, everybody. And in fact, let's beautify that here. Let's go ReliefFoundation.net. Okay. So, and you can do it all lowercase. I just like the look of Relief Foundation, LEAF. If they do relief aid and they could make a lot of money and a lot of people happy to get information in a concert, we're doing Relief Foundation concert, and so that's relief aid. And so come to me if you're a concert promoter, or if you're an angel and you want to help support this and bring the prisoners home. It's that important. We got Randy Lanier with Freedom Grown. We got Amy Pova with the Can Do Clemency. And we got 40 Tons happening and Last Prisoner Project. So everybody come to me. We have California to New York, to the New York Islands, to the Redwood Forest, to the Gulf Stream water. We have like 35 states that are legal, whether it's medical or recreational or both. It does not matter. Nobody deserves to be in jail for a plant, everybody. So there's your three fingers for incredible weed that I can't promote it on Facebook or anything like that. They took me down. So the robots are getting whatever, but if we end prohibition. Like I was reading what the DEA was confusing us by today. If they just freaking let it happen, it's $1 billion crop. The government, the United States government, will get into it and make dough, by doing hempcrete homes. I mean, who knows if hempcrete homes would have saved Venezuela, but my heart goes out for Venezuela right now, because Venezuela had a natural disaster that took down a lot of buildings. I mean, it looks like Gaza. It looks like a bomb territory. So open your hearts, people. Have empathy for people. I'm wearing today my Water is Life, no dapple. And so you know what happened there. The first day Dr. D got into office, he drilled the oil. So let's wean ourselves from oil. And I'm supporting a incredible vegan free food project that they're going to have planetary and globally. I'm supporting that right now, and I'm really excited about that. And it's here in Port Townsend, and it's 3 meals a day for 15 days until July 4th. So get your butt in gear and tell me what you're feeling and how you're feeling about being vegan, being proactive to end prohibition for plants to help our prisoners come home. I mean, it's still an amazing event that people are in jail for marijuana. And so I'm not very excited about Schedule 3. I mean, it does a few things, and according to what we read today, we don't know what happened. Or what's happening, or if there's still proponents out there or people against it. The people that are against it just don't know. So it's up to us to share that information. In a concert, like a Woodstock concert and a Relief Aid concert and a Fire Aid concert, Lady Gaga made, I think, $200 million in 2 days raising money to rebuild LA. So if the major stars get on this and figure it out, we can have a concert. So in my lifetime, water is life. And in my lifetime, it's time to hemp hooray and to bring the prisoners home through relegalizing marijuana. Schedule 3 does not relegalize it. It still puts it in a classification. And so let's end prohibition. Dr. Machulam had it from Israel. Paul Stanford from Portland, Oregon has it. Willie Nelson has it. They said that Jesus had it. I mean, I don't know all these things. Find me the line in the Bible that shows cannabis. I want to know that sacred plant they're talking about, not that gets you high, but that is mind expanding and helping with your cannabinoids, to live longer, live better. So it's Jeff Eichen here. It's Weeds Day. I'm really excited to be part of the solution. Anybody got any? Raise your hand. Sometimes in the old days I had like 20 people on my show, but everyone's busy right now and doing their things. And let's see if I can get a little episode from my. Let's see if I can share with you my. Let's see if I can share with you my trailer from my movie, because last week we didn't get my movie and I played a bunch of my movie. Let's see if we can get a trailer here for y'all. Boom, boom. Okay, let's try this one. Let's see here. We'll show you this trailer here. Let's see if we get it.
This is Tommy Chong for Lifers, the movie.
Thank you, Jeffrey, for coming today. Thank you for giving people like me a voice. This is Kirsten for Lifers, the movie. Free the people, free the plant.
The first thing we advocate for, number one, you just got to just stop the war on drugs. Just stop fighting it, end prohibition.
I don't think nonviolent criminals should be locked up. Give them probation, community service.
The end destination is not reform, but it is really transformation.
Yes.
And that transformation means that we create a new kind of world in which the racialized hierarchy, the ways in which capital is used to disempower people as opposed to providing people with the quality of life that we all deserve, has got to be the end destination.
Certainly, I'll never be the same again. You know, it's hard for me to relate to any normalcy, but as a man, you know, I won't let you see that.
Thank you, Mr. President, for clemency.
Thank you, Mr. President, for clemency.
Thank you, Mr. President, for clemency.
Amy Koval,
Thank you, Mr. President, for clemency.
our OG.
Thank you,
And that's
Mr.
Jeff
President, for
Madancy
clemency.
at the White House, out of jail.
Spending this time in prison means getting that done, and then it'll all be worth it.
Hey, this is Tommy Chong for Lifers. Madness.
There's something happening here.
Remember, relief-foundation.net. You can find me there. You can look at our deck, our pitch deck there, and go to town on incredible information about what we're doing, why we're doing it, and how we're doing it. We're being relentless, and till the day I leave the planet, I'm going to help people come out of jail for marijuana. That you got, everybody, with a 3 for weed. And it's Jeff Eichen here with episode 319. It's a pleasure to have the 19 on board here. 19, let's see if we can move that around here. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. 319 on my forehead. So it's episode 319. It's pretty cool. Free the prisoners, free the plat, free the planet. So in the scheme of things, it's really an important aspect. Let's see if we can get that a little bit smaller and center that. It's really important to share the word, to spread it, and through a concert, through a incredible concert, we can do this. A benefit concert for the 420 POWs still in jail for a plan. Come to me, everybody. If you know somebody that can make this happen, come to me. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Relief Foundation is the way to freaking go. And I'm not going to stop till every prisoner's out. I'm not attached to a concert here and there, but we need to vote. We need to, in fact, let me put a vote sticker up here. Because we need to we need to vote, you little mother truckers. So please get the vote out. See if we can do that. Okay, so please get the vote out, everybody. And that's the only way to get rid of the people in charge right now is to vote. Let's put this into black so you can see that. There we go. So vote, everybody. Get out there and vote, because the concert, well, not just, let's go back to voting. Voting will possibly get somebody that's pro ending prohibition. There's no need for this to be illegal one iota anymore. It's freaking marijuana. It's the um, the incredible head expanding and mind expanding, and if I have it right, memory expanding. And Charlotte's Web helps with, what they claim to be epileptic seizures and things like that. So there's truth to it. There's not a PDR yet for marijuana that tells you what strain is good for what. I wish there was, but I have many people around me. Lawrence Cherniak is really an incredible doctorate in what strains do for you. And he wrote the Hash Bible, and he was supposed to come on today, but once again, we're gonna call him out now and figure it out. Let's see what Noah said. Okay, so there's Noah. Okay, he's just saying let's get together. Noah makes the hempcrete domes. I mean, come on, if we can do a house in a day, let's go, let's play. And I'm excited to share with you all the foundation of what I'm doing is all special and all meaningful for the end of prohibition. The end of prohibition. Can you imagine what that looks like, everybody? See if I can move that a little bit. Where we could make hempcrete homes and stop, the rubble. I'm not sure about Venezuela, what the architects were thinking back in the 50s and 60s about building tall skyscrapers when they had the knowledge to build them with better earthquake sway. Because I think in Venezuela, we were just proven that the responsibility of architecture throughout the world, throughout time, is just that the buildings that stood, I think, were built in similar time, and they did have that technology. The other ones, people are doing greed and fast architecture. We don't need to lay the pond and get algae, because we want it to be done for a freaking birthday party or something like that. So I ain't calling out nobody, but I ain't gonna call back anything that I've said on my show. It's important to free all the prisoners. We're on episode 319. It's Jeff Eichen here. And my girlfriend says, don't touch your face when you're on film. So here we go. So I love you, Miha, and everybody. I have heart and space and empathy for all of our prisoners in jail for marijuana. There's people in jail for marijuana still, and that shouldn't happen. We have Freedom Grow. We have Last Prisoner Project. We have the Can Do Clemency. Amy Pova is going to be in next month in the Chronic Magazine Heroes of the Cannabis Movement, the OGs of the month. So please, everybody, be incredible. And I know you are. And let's see if there's anybody wants to give a shout out here. Comments. Anybody commenting? Nobody's commenting. Do you have a comment? I see people watching right now. So we don't have a large viewership, but we're going to get bigger. The Weed TV wants us, and we are for hire. We are here, and we're ready to go. And so I have a few more minutes left on this show. If you have something to say, type it in the StreamYard. If you're seeing me on StreamYard, and if you're on YouTube, let's see if there's any comments in YouTube. I'll go back to YouTube and see if there's any. You can chat me in YouTube also, but it's really important to realize, hang on, it's really important to realize that we're not going to win this war on drugs, a war on people, if we don't end prohibition. Ending prohibition is, we stood up and we went here, water is life, no dapple here. We had 200 pounds of salmon and we went to Standing Rock. So now it's time to make a concert. Let's get Lady Gaga, let's get Joan Baez, let's get Stevie Wonder, let's get everybody so we can raise enough money to bring these people home. There's men, there's women, there's your sister, your brother in jail still. We just played the Edwin Rubiz video, and that was his mama talking, and it just shouldn't be. Here, I'll play this one for you one more time before the end of our show.
What if you were arrested based on the word of mouth? What if you weren't caught with any drugs, money, or guns and was sentenced to 40 years in federal prison? How would you react? How would you feel? Read my story. Learn that what happened to me can happen to anyone.
Find it in your heart, President Trump, to send me home. So it's just unbelievable that people like Edwin are still in. I'm going to go see Edwin in August. So July is here. Oregon Country Fair is coming up. Don't forget to go to my my website, which is icanimagine.com or relieffoundation.net. They'll get you to the same place. And my book is there, my Oregon Country Fair book. I had people giving the peace sign from all over the world in my book. And it's proof that we need peace. We need peace in the Middle East. We need peace in our hearts. We need peace between each other, and just peace. It's a piece of art and a piece of my heart coming to you saying, this is Jeff Eichen with episode 319. It's Relief Aid, and that's the concert. We got to do that for the new Woodstock. There's 1 million people at Woodstock. If we do this right, we're going to get 42,000 people at Oakland Coliseum. Then we're going to go to JFK Stadium in New York. There's 100,000 people there, and then Wembley. We're not going to get a big old empty lot and do Woodstock, but why not? Okay, why not blow this up? Take it to Portugal, take it down to Central and South America, and do it through music. Music is just a really together thing, and everybody loves that. I mean, the Oregon Country Fair has 20 or 30 stages, and it's all music bound, or vaudeville, and so I can't wait to see the Carnival, and everything. Do Carnival, and my fair is coming up. So every year I go to the fair, and I make it, and I have fun. And thank you to Mountain Spirit and Denise and Miss Piggy's camp. They have a great shower there, and they have an ice truck there, and we survive it. I heard this year is not going to be as hot. I mean, 82, 83, still hotter than Port Townsend, but it's not 105 like it was last year. So my heart is in there. If you take medicine that is on a Schedule 3 or Schedule 2 or Schedule 1, do it in your own home and quietly and responsibly. Don't let children have anything before their time. And this is Jeff Eichen with episode 319. We're down to the wire, and hemp hooray. Here we go. And I'll leave you with
each other, with love, where there might have been fear, and knowing that we are always in the center with our power of creation, ready to create the next thing together. And with that, we look to all the directions with gratitude and sharing our spirit for whatever is needed for the whole. We look to Mother Earth, say thank you. To Father Sky, say thank you. To the North, say thank you. To the West, say thank you. To the South, say thank you. To the East, say thank you. To all that we are and all that we are part of. Aho.
Thank you so much. Thank you all. It's been another beautiful day. And I feel so grateful.
Namaste all.
Namaste.
Hi, everybody. It's Jeff Eichen, and Edwin and other prisoners are still in jail. We have to do the concert and stop the oligarchies from fucking things up. North, south, east, and west, I give you honor. I give you protection. I share with you episode 319. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today. I did another solo show, and we'll have more guests soon. And I'm off to the Oregon Country Fair next week on Wednesday, so there'll be no show next week unless I get inspired to pull my car over and do one. So keep a lookout for us, and keep a lookout for us going to Weed TV. And love and light in your heart, everybody. Hemp Hemp Hooray. This is Jeff Eichen. I'm out of here. So we're going to end the stream here. Boom. And say no one deserves to be in plant prison.